If you're a finance firm relying totally on referrals as your pipeline, I need to tell you something. That's not a development strategy. It's hope, and hope is not a strategy. Now, before you click away, I'm not saying referrals are bad. They're the best relationships. The trust is already there. Conversations seem to flow easier, and they're generally easier to work with. See, here's the problem. You can't control when referrals are going to come. You're reliant totally on your present clients. I'm Wendy Tansey from Northstone Business Consulting. I want to talk to you about why most finance firms get stuck in the referral trap. More importantly, what to do about it. Here's what the referral trap tends to look like. You have a great month. You've had 3 new clients come in, revenue's up, going really well, and then nothing for 6 weeks. Could even be 8 weeks. And you start to wonder, did I not do my job right? Did I do something wrong? And you start to think, should I be posting on LinkedIn, reaching out on Facebook, maybe even doing TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or all the other social media things that are out there? And 2 referrals come in and the cycle starts again. Like that feast or famine, and it's so exhausting. But here's the problem. You're not just reliant on your client's goodwill, reliant on their social circles needing your service, reliant on their willingness to recommend. And even though they might be happy with your work, it might not be something they do. Let me give you some figures around why it becomes really tight. To get 1 qualified lead, you need 3 to 5 referrals, possibly more, possibly less. You're reliant on each of your clients to give you those 3 to 5 leads. And how often does that actually happen? How often does 1 client give you 5+ leads so that you can have some great conversations? Most firms I work with, they tell me that 1 client might give them 1 referral a year, possibly 2, maybe 1 every 2 years. What happens when your referral source retires, no longer needs your service, scales to something else? The referral process dries up. Most firms I work with tell me that their clients don't actually think about them. They do the work, and you are reliant on them to actually think about you and refer you. And on the whole, most people don't. What do? You start posting on LinkedIn, you get 4 likes, no leads. What do you do now? And often what happens is you go, this doesn't work for finance. But what do you do now? Here's what I've learned for firms with predictable pipelines. They treat referrals as a bonus, not as their only source gaining leads. Let me explain what I mean. The top performing firms that I've worked with have gone from 80% to 100% referrals down to 40 to 50% referrals. And in fact, they're actually getting more referrals now than they did prior when the referrals were their only base. How? I can hear you going, no, that can't happen. How? It can, and it does, because they've got other strategies in place that cover their pipeline and give them more predictable clients. Let's have a look. Before, there was 85% were referrals, possibly 10 from networking events, 5 random inbound, maybe from your website. Someone Googled you. After, referrals are still strong. They're 45%, but there's some strategic content. There's some warm outbound. There's strategic partnerships, speaking with authority at events, potentially. See the difference? Instead of waiting and hoping, they have multiple engines running. If one slows down, the other picks up the slack. You know the beautiful thing about it all? When you're relaxed about where your clients are coming from, you don't come across so desperate and in every conversation you're having with your clients about referring you. I worked with a firm in a different industry, and that's what they were all about, was pushing their clients to give them referrals. And in the end, their clients felt badgered, so they actually went somewhere else. Let me give you an example of a client I worked with, Clearview Finance. What happened was, in 2023, they had a great year. Lots of referrals, revenue grew. Coming into 24, they noticed January is a bit slow. February, even slower. Net revenue started to decline. Come March, they started to get really worried. They reached out to me. And what we did is we implemented the strategies that I'm going to take you through in my webinar. 5 strategic pipeline strategies for lead generation. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Within 90 days, this firm had new leads, new clients from different areas, different pipelines, different channels. In 6 months, they had a strategic partner where there was flow between the two partnerships for lead generation and new clients. In 12 months, their referrals had gone from 90% down to 40%. But here's the kicker. They did actually have more referrals because they had more clients coming in. And what was amazing, over the next 12 to 18 months, their revenue went up by 60%. Or down to having different pipelines, different strategies to bring in more clients. Same team, same firm, same work, just different strategies to bring in lead generation. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. But what I am saying is that you can build predictable pipelines. You can do this without being a full-time marketer or having a full-time marketing person. You don't need to have a big budget. You don't need to post every single day. And you definitely do not need to have tens of thousands of followers. What you do need is 3 things. 1, crystal clear positioning. 2, repeatable systems for generating leads that fit your personality. And 3, about 5 hours a week. That's it. These 3. I'm not going to actually take you through them right now, but I have a webinar coming up, a masterclass on lead generation strategies. Please feel free to join in the link below. It's on the 25th of February 2026 at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. This masterclass is actually a workshop. I'm going to walk you through, and by the end of the masterclass, you will be able to implement at least 1, if not 2 of the strategies right away. At the end of it, I also plan on having a Q&A, so bring your questions because I'm sure you will have plenty as to how things relate to your own business. Let's face it, if you're tired of the feast or famine cycle, then this webinar is for you. It's one of the biggest issues that new businesses bring to me. It's one of the biggest issues that even established businesses bring. That constant lead generation. And if you're reliant on referrals, and that's almost your total source of income, of lead generation, hope is not a strategy. Join me on the 25th of February, where I will help you implement at least 2 strategies. I look forward to seeing you there. Again, link in the comments.